What's going on, world? You're listening to FRESHH Radio, where I bring you family, revolution, edutainment, spirituality, health, and hip-hop all in one show. I am your host, the young man, Nuke. And, I got a guest this fabulous afternoon. We actually going to come through, man, and we're going to talk about a topic that has been tearing up the internet lately, the last couple of days. Man, my friend Robbie, I'm not gonna tell you too much about what she got going on and where she at and what she doing. I'm gonna let her do that for herself. But I will say, man, she's become a grand friend of mine ever since I done jumped back on the social media bandwagon since my separation. And I'm bringing her here today so that she can express herself about a few things that are on not only her mind, but along the minds of many across America. Robbie, you out there?
I am. Thank you. Hello. Thank you for having me this afternoon or morning, depending on where you are in the world. I am Robbie. Hello. Just a tiny bit about me. I am an East Coast girl who loves to travel, do nails, and talk a lot of trash. I love politics and going back and forth with people who have strong opinions as myself. So that's what I'm here to bring. A little trash talk, a little conversation, and hopefully a couple of laughs.
Yeah, we about to talk a little. I don't know if we're gonna call it politics or political, but I mean, yeah, that's just the air of these things, and what brings us to the table right now. I want to really open up about this black jobs thing. I did a little research because I don't follow old geriatric white men and their inklings and what they do. But, it just so happens that, this is an election year, and a lot of people forget that this is an election year, and every 4 years they play musical chairs with our lives and the things that they got going on. So, there was a debate a couple of days ago, and, the orange crown face fella, he made a mention about black jobs are being taken by the Mexicans. Now, listen, I know a lot of black people. I know a couple Mexicans, you dig, Hispanic people, and I can tell you right now, I seen some Mexicans in front of Home Depot when I was down in Texas, and I seen some black folks in front of the liquor store when I was down in Memphis. So at the end of the day, I don't really know what he's talking about. But, Robbie, explain this a little bit more, because I'm going to keep it real with you. And my audience already know, but I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't do politics too well. I try to focus more so on the things that are going on, like in the cities and in the counties, and even at the state level. But when it gets to the point where they doing press conferences and stopping me from watching TV, then I kind of shut that shit off.
So that's your time to listen. I understand. I'm not mad at you. Excuse me. I tend to. You're right. It's not political, but it is, because it does affect our lives. And you're right. They are playing musical chairs with our lives. So I didn't watch the debate when it first happened. I watched about 10 minutes of it with my parents, and I was like, I'm not doing this. I can't take it. So I got up and went to bed. The next day I got up and I started scrolling on TikTok, and people were talking about some of the things that had happened. And I was like, let me go back and watch this. So I watched it, and I sat in disbelief when he mentioned the fact that Mexicans are coming across illegals are coming across the borders, and they're taking black jobs. And I'm like, wait a minute, what job are they taking from me? Because don't group me and everybody else. Don't do that. They're doing things that they need to do to pay for their whatever they have to pay for, as we are as well. So I thought we were all on the same side. I had no idea that there was a job that black people didn't want to do. Granted, we all know We all know what we're not going to do. We know that.
Facts.
For him to get on national TV and, like, try to bring us in with him, no, sir, don't do that. They ain't take, because I'm working. I got it. Just like you said, there are people standing outside of the liquor store, and there are people standing outside of Home Depot. If you wanted that same job, guess what you're going to do? You're going to get out there and do it, right? But no, they're not taking anything from us.
You can take that job. You can definitely take that job. That job is freely available, you know. And even me, I sell insurance, you know, when I'm not doing anything else. And you know, there's a busy season, and there's an off season, and you know, I'm in the off season, but we're gearing up for the busy season. And you know, in the meantime, you know, I still have little odds and things that I do when I do. But I'm telling you, like I've seen a multicultural of a people there. I've seen white, Asian, Mexican. You know, I've seen all type of people doing the job. So, you know, I don't understand why this individual would want to choose that particular stance as a talking point for the entire country. You know, we're talking about electing this person as, you know, I don't even know what the position is anymore. You know, because it's not even a president. It's become a whole. It's like a billboard of fuck upness of the American civilization. You know, and that's what the presidency has become for the last couple terms, we'll say. You know, and even the end of Obama's term, you know, even when he came into the office, you know, he didn't do much but be black. You know what I mean? And even then, I don't think he was good at that. He was just relatable. You know, I remember when he took a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? He took a lot of the people who wanted to see a black man in office. He took a lot of those people and he really crushed their dreams, you know, because he didn't fulfill a lot of the things that he stuck up for and he promised, you know. And even me, like I said, I sell insurance. You know, the insurance industry is in shambles, you know. Like, I mean, I don't know what's going on. So, you know, I mean, like, it's probably going back further than that, but you know, that's just when I started paying attention to it. You know what I mean? So like, these people coming up now, they really, I don't know. What do you think that the main? What are they doing? What are they doing? I can't even explain it. I'm so frustrated.
Well, it's all about, honestly, it's all about lining pockets if you think about it. So as going back to what you said about Obama, honestly, even though Obama was a black president, he wasn't as black as he could have been, as he probably should have been. Trump is blacker than Obama is. Everything that Trump has done is what they thought Obama was going to do in office. And then he turned around and showed them, no, this is how you have a family. This is how you have zero scandals, you know. Granted, his hands were tied with everything he was doing, but he still did a lot for us. He did a lot. He just couldn't do as much as he probably wanted to do because the certain demographic is not going to allow him to do that. But then you have somebody who stands on stage and completely lies and says, oh, well, all these black people are going to vote for me because I'm a felon. Who? I'm not a ride or die. You go to jail, you on your own. I'm not doing that with you. I am not. So it's hard because all of our politicians are all lining their pockets. That's all they care about. They don't care about us. They don't care that we're out here struggling to pay rent every day. Our food prices are sky high. Our gas is sky high. We're dying quickly. But it's like, oh, well, I'm going to pit this race of people against this race of people because I know that if they're mad at them, then they're on my side. No, that's not how it works at all. But that's just my little soapbox.
You know, and no, it's cool because, you know, the thing is, like, I think it was 4 years ago when man, what is Joe Biden? When he was, you know, it's so funny. I barely remember that he's actually the president because I just don't. I only hear negative things about him. You know, I mean, I hear that he's not even I mean, everybody's seen Thursday. You've seen that? That was that's the person who's in charge right now. You know what I mean? So like, do you really think that like that's something that represents us as a country? I don't want to say as a people, because I separate myself from a lot of things that America is involved in. But as a country, I'm still here. You know what I mean? And like I was going to tell somebody else, like my genetics, my DNA is tied to this country, this continent. You know what I mean? It's tied to Africa as well. But man, maternally, my people's here. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I do kind of care about what's going on. You know what I mean? And I won't sit back and act like that. I won't sit back and act like this doesn't affect me. But man, when you look at the debacle of what it is that, like, we don't have any better options. You know, we don't. There's no other people who can do better than these two people. You know, like this man was in the pool talking about the children rubbing on his legs. He knows about roaches. What? I don't think that's the worst comparison ever in life. Like, why would you want to correlate yourself with that? But you know, these people really are sitting here trying to make us fight against each other based upon some things that they have no idea about. You know, they not out. Right. Man, like you just said, groceries are ridiculous. I'm a single father of 3. And, you know, I was denied food stamps because I make $200 more than what's allowed. And, man, when I tell you that feeding 5, 7, and 10-year-olds and myself, man, that's no small feat. Like, man, I go to the store at bare minimum $200 every time I go to the store, and that's just me trying to re-up on a certain meal thing, breakfast, snacks, dinner. You know, I know how to cook from scratch. I don't do a lot of outside. I can make hamburgers at home. You know what I mean? For real. So, like, yeah, no, it's ridiculous, man, when you got to thinking, like, I buy eggs by a carton of 60, and at one point, eggs were $22 for a carton of 60. And, you know, I remember paying $5 for a carton of 60. So, you know, like, these two individuals on stage, they don't see that. You know, they far removed from that, you know, and it's apparent. You know, they don't even understand that, that not even saying that they don't understand. They don't give a fuck about what they do that affects us. They just want us to go up there and they want us to follow in line and pick the lesser of two evils. But, you know, at the end of the day, when you pick the lesser of two evils, it's still evil. You know, they say the left and the right wing, but it's the same bird. You know, I don't know. Right. It's just
it is.
I sit here and I watch and I'm just observant. That's all.
And that's all you can do, and it's really unfortunate. I'm wholeheartedly for term limits and age limits because I feel like, you know, as we get older, we aging out. You know, we get to 65 and we're supposed to be done. It's time to sit down, relax, enjoy your life. But you can have people running our entire country over the age of 80. You don't relate to anything that I have going on currently. Like, there's no correlation. Things back when they were 35, 36, 40, 45 years old were completely different than what me as an almost 40-year-old is going through currently. So it's like, why would you even think that it's okay to have somebody sitting in office telling me what I can do, you know, how I should be living my life, how, it's not really that bad out there. It is.
So
it's interesting.
Just to even touch on the ageism, it's like, my grandmother is 82 years old, okay? She's still alive. She's actually thinking about, not even thinking about, she put in her retirement. She'll be no longer working middle of next month. Okay. And she was alive long enough, or back then enough, to have worked on the plantation. You know, her father was a sharecropper. Look it up if you don't know what that means. Wow. You know, so like that's the type of people that are in office. You know what I mean? Like, you know, those with that type of mind frame and with that mentality. You know, and that's coming from that. You know, so yeah, no, they can't really relate, and even if they try to relate, they're not doing it under the proper context. Just think of it. Just what 75 plus white male have you met that doesn't look at your skin color and be like, you wouldn't be drinking at this water fountain a couple years back. You know, like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. There's some of them out there, but man, it's 300 million white people out here, and like, man, I'm telling you, it's more of them than it like, I'm telling you, man, it blew my mind when I travel to Mississippi frequently, and that's where my mom was at. So, you know, her dad's down in Mississippi, so I travel to Mississippi frequently, and you know, it blows my mind every time I travel down. I think it's 61 or 65, whatever highway that is. The amount of field I see, the amount of I see plantations. You know, I see they still there. The land hasn't left anywhere, y'all. You dig? Like, for real, it's still down there. You know what I mean? And you know, it's crazy when you drive through it and you realize that, man, you see filled with black people, filled with indigenous people out there working, and now you go to a job that's owned by some of the same people that had your peoples out there working. You know, it's crazy when you put that into perspective. You know, I mean, man, when you put that into perspective. So, you know, I mean, I don't know. I'm just protect my black job. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Trying to protect my black job.
That is so funny.
Sure
what if you're Mexican? What if you're Mexican and half black? What are you doing then? How does that work?
I'm not Mexican, so I can't speak on the reason why they leave to come to, what is this, America? What was the tagline for America? Isn't this the place where dreams happen or some shit like that? You make your dreams come true, and this is the land of the free, home of the brave. That's what it is. That's why I would think that these people would. I mean, and me. This is me being a realist. You know, we're all on the same planet, right? And who the hell is dividing the land, drawing the line on the land, and saying you can't come over this way? You know what I mean? Because you know it's not for you. You know, at this point in this, this is us. You know, you can't come over here to the land, you know, over the brave. You cannot come over here and try to study this stuff. You know, all these jobs for black people only, and the white collar jobs are for the white people, and the blue collar jobs for the blue people. And you know, black people got the jobs for themselves. So unless you can make a Mexican job, then I don't think you or an illegal immigrant job. You gotta make an immigrant job. Immigration. That's what it is. It should be the head of the Department of Immigration. That's what kind of makes sense.
And it's
do you have any?
Matter of fact,
go ahead.
I don't know. I'll say one last thing real quick. I was watching the TikTok earlier today, and they were talking about the line that divides Canada from America. It's only cut by trees and a couple of statues, whereas you had people guarding the border down south with guns and everything else. It's like, let everybody in. If it's supposed to be free, let them in. But I'm done. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. No. That's it. You know, like I'm. Like you said, trees and a couple statues. That's what's stopping people from crossing over, you know, and bettering their lives, you know, as opposed to fences and guns and whatever. I've seen parts of So this is funny. I'm gonna say this, and as a truck driver, when I was driving over the road truck, and I was in Laredo, Texas, and Laredo, Texas just happened to be like at the border of Texas and Mexico, and I just happened to to drive into Mexico to pick up a delivery or whatever. And it's not even as extravagant as you seem. I didn't have to do any. I don't think I had to cross the border or nothing like that. It's just literally like, I just went over from one place to the next, and the mentality is what changes. It's really, really the mentality, because the people in America believe that because they have crossed over into Mexico, they can treat it any type of way that they want. And literally, the place where all the trucks lined up to wait for their shipments is just filled with the absolute filth of beyond filth of garbage that's just right there on that bar. And I don't know if the other side is not cleaning it up because, but like, I mean, it's really, really, really just mind blowing that people just say, this is the garbage can right now, and we're still on the same planet. I just want to stop that on here. Did you? Before we get out of here, it's been real beautiful for real. Did you have any last word that you want to drop on my audience? Any jewel, I mean, we talked. It's a lot that's been said without saying nothing. But I said some shit. I ain't gonna lie. Well, there's been a lot that's been said without saying nothing. But like, is there any more that you think that you can add to the top cherry on top of it?
I just say thank you very much for having me. I know we started off one way and went a whole different direction, but thanks for letting me get that off my chest. I just say vote where your heart is. Do whatever you feel necessary. Just make sure you get out there and vote, and just think about the future. That's it.
That's it. It's true. It's so true. Even if you go to the polls, I voted for the first time last year. I really did. I don't make those type of things public, but like I voted for the first time last year, and I just was picking people that I've heard, and like that's not the way that you're supposed to do it for real. But at least I tried. But like now I'm paying attention a little bit more, and it's not, like I said earlier, it's not even about the people that you see on the TV. If it's not on your local level, man, I'm telling you, those people that's on CNN and Fox News, it's already too late. They're already bought and paid for. They're going to win regardless of whatever they say is going to happen, or not even whatever they say is going to happen, whatever the people that pay for them say is going to happen. But on a local level, they haven't been bought yet. There are people that are really out here that are trying to enact changes, put laws in place that are really just and combat some of the dumb and stupid shit that's going on. I mean, it's so crazy that when I was 18, 19 years old, I never knew that I would care about a president. Now I do. I actually care about who goes into office, because like it's just insane the amount of things that goes on behind the scenes that we have no idea. And like, even saying it just to say this, like, man, the president is just, you gotta look at it. This whole country is a business. So
it is.
There's a president, and then there's a CEO. You know what I mean? There's somebody above the president. You dig? And then there's also the person who started this. You dig? So, like, you got to really put those things in perspective that, there's a certain, what is it? It's a certain type of hierarchy. I don't think that's the word, but like definitely infrastructure is in there though. But like, there's a certain type of thing that's in place that they don't want to fall. You dig? They don't want it to fall. They don't want it, and it's crumbling, y'all. It really is. All it takes for is you to blow on one of these 80-year-old motherfuckers. You dig? Robbie, it's definitely been a pleasure, and it definitely has been a pleasure. How can the people get in contact with you if they want to get into some more of your political music, if you will, and other things too? Like, I know you from other things, so like, yeah,
Well, the only thing I have right now is TikTok. So my TikTok name is RAHBEEROB. That's it.
All right. And TikTok is amazing, definitely. She takes you on these wonderful journeys through the places that she travels to, and it's very well narrated, or is that the word? Voice over written? I don't know. It's pleasant to listen to and watch as well. So, definitely go check her out, follow her. And, we are, I am going to sign out. I do want to thank everybody who's out there listening. We're going to keep it smooth. I'm not going to play no music or nothing like that, but I'm just going to say keep listening, tap in everywhere, It's me, the young man Nuke, and you can't know you can find me everywhere. Man, I appreciate y'all listening to the Family Revolution, Entertainment, Spirituality, Health, and Hip Hop, all in one show, man. Y'all have a nice afternoon. Peace.
Thank you, bye.